Let's face it, unless you love skiing more than life itself, your family and friends, and I don't know, a well-timed Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, not sponsored, you probably find winter to be a little bit of a slog. I know I do. Over the last month or so of the dreary darkness that is the Canadian winter, I've been struggling a bit to stay motivated. So I challenged myself to a few wardrobe updates. The rules were as follows. Keep it simple, try not to buy anything, and if you sew a full garment, sew from your stash. You know I'm over stash capacity. I'm actually a little worried. I think it's starting to multiply on its own, dribble style. Here's how it went. Due to circumstances of my chronological timeline, I own a lot of skinny jeans. I refuse to give them up. I bought all 3 of these for $9 about a year and a half ago. They are all still good, but they are getting a little faded. So we're gonna use the magic of dye to bring new life to them. What I wanna do is jazz them up, especially because we've lost so much dye just from washing in all of these. Of course, refresh some just with some black dye. But I want one pair that I'm so borderline gonna throw out because of the 3 of these fit the worst and they're the least fun to me. I wanna try over dyeing these with a brown and see if we can't go in a different direction entirely and make new pants out of them. Let's give it a go. Come on, we're off to the wet room. I forgot that maybe if I want to dye my pants, I'm gonna need to change my pants. So, better. All right, now come on to the wet room, shall we? What I really loved about this was how calming it was. There were so many little moments in this set of projects that just let me enjoy the beauty of making something.
Good soup.
Science! I'll be honest, the black dye did very little. I used about half of what I should and the dye was color fast, but it also basically did nothing. The brown, on the other hand, I used way too much of for one pair of pants and took a whole extra bottle of fixative just to get it to stop bleeding. You know what? Sometimes it's okay to miss the mark and just keep going, which is what I'm telling myself to make it okay. Besides, what's really important here is that dyeing stuff makes you feel like a witch making potions. That's what life's about, baby. Plus the primo glorping and schlorping that come with it. Exhibit A.
This blue tee has a little orange paint stain on it that always makes me not want to wear it. It's not terribly noticeable, but just enough that I feel like wearing it makes me look a bit sloppy. The solution? More paint. I used this as an excuse to experiment with fabric medium and had a blast painting these oranges. I tried underpainting on this with pink to really make those oranges glow. Turned out a little peachy, but I think it looks really good. One thing I learned while painting this shirt is it's better to go overboard when you're working with fabric medium. It decreases the opacity of your paint, so it'll dry much subtler than it initially looks. My machine's in the shop, so this next one's gonna also need to be something I can do without sewing traditionally. Lucky for me, I've got this. I got this guy from the dollar store last Halloween season for $5 whole, which, come on, dollar store, you're Dollarama, you're not $5 but I digress. I love him with my whole heart, and it's true. I am so handsome, it's scary. There's one thing that this bad boy needs that would actually make me so handsome it's scary, and it's rolled sleeves. As you can see, I'm currently wearing a shirt that does not have rolled sleeves, and it's just okay. But if I put a shirt on that does have rolled sleeves, note how I become 300% insta-cooler. It's not the black either, it's just the rolled sleeves. It's a cool, casual, fun, and dope look. And if I do say so myself, I just feel cooler in rolled sleeves. Now the thing is you can obviously roll up any set of sleeves you want, but I find they always fall down almost immediately, unless you hand stitch them, which is what we're gonna do. The other thing I have today is this. I don't know if you can read that. I tried painting on this dollar store tote bag as a part of a Christmas gift that I got this last Christmas, because I like it, it's cute, but I feel like it needs a little jazzing up. So in red, I painted I Desire with a mixture of acrylic paint and fabric medium, but it's just not showing up super great. So what I'm gonna do is embroider onto it, and hopefully it'll become a little bit more obvious. Now why I desire? Because I do, and I should say it. Otherwise, when do you get what you want? When do you get what you desire if you don't ask for it? I've got a documentary teed up. I got some time today. Let's do some hand sewing.
You might be wondering, Grace, you gave me no introduction. What are you randomly sewing? And the answer is pants. Way back in 2023, I made a jumpsuit you might remember. You might also remember me loving it as pants so much that I finally just made them. However, I did make a rather impertinent mistake. One thing that bothers me about this pattern is that the patch pockets don't just blend into the side seam. So I tried extending them out and, well, we had to improvise.
Okay. Let's do this.
I set the stitch setting to strong straight stitch, which is great for the crotch seam. Strong, but with a bit of stretch, because I have a powerful crotch.
Where is Gerard? Gerard, please, I can't do this without you. Thank you, sir. I know now that your vision's impaired, that things are harder. Poor guy. Look, I'm gonna just sew this seam. It's not that big a deal. Look at Gerard, he needs glasses. Maybe we'll do, hold on, I popped them down because I don't want to accidentally pull them out, but look at poor Gerard, he's gone blind. Oh, sorry, buddy. Maybe we can do some reconstructive surgery with some nail polish, or maybe we'll just embrace your new disability. If you had a phone, I'd say we get you a screen reader, but I don't know. I love you, buddy. I'm gonna pop your eyes down now. That's gross. Sorry. What a beautiful moment. Honest and true. We are almost pants.
At this point in the day, I kinda just need an easy W. I was rocking out so hard on these pants. I thought I was being so smart, adjusting how the pockets met the pants, because the pockets are patch pockets. They're always meant to be patch pockets, but I didn't like how they kind of sat an inch out from the rest of the pants. And when I adjusted the angle of the pockets at the hip, what is that, a pocket for ants? I'll show you in close-up. It's ridiculous. Needless to say, I kind of just need to finish one of the many things I have put on my table for myself during the winter, the time I am the least motivated. I have a little lamp. It does help. It's like remarkably good. This is me without seasonal affective disorder. This is me being treated by the fake sun. And still, I'm like this. Listen, I'm sure if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're having a great time. I am vitamin D deficient, and that stands for determination to finish something. So, we're gonna use a snowball method. Obviously, these pants aren't getting finished today. I have to rejig the pocket, and then I still have to do a zipper and the hem. And the waistband, might I add, which I just remembered right now. Because it's kind of just freeballing at the waist, and it needs something to band it, you know? So, fix pockets, waistband, zipper, hem. 4 things left to do, but still kind of daunting. So let's do something easy that makes me feel like I get a win. So I still have motivation to continue this desperate hope that I can, update my wardrobe without actually buying too much. So I'm gonna gently cut a couple holes in the waistband of these now brown-black pants, snake the elastic on through, sew it down at a cinchiness, and hopefully that'll, make the dopamine go, yes, you can do things. Remember doing things? You do like doing things, don't you? I think sometimes you do just need that win. So let's get winning. Okay, I'm not just auditioning to be a children's show host, dancing and jumping around here. This is testing to see if the elastic's tight enough to keep my pants up if I'm, say, doing a kick. Because we all know I love to do a kick. Now, I was getting both cocky and impatient here, and it is a perfect example of why you actually do need stabilizer when sewing knits on a domestic machine. Adding stretch velvet to a white tee to make it into a ringer is great. Rushing it through the machine and letting it get wonky, less so. I think the solution for my pants was pretty simple and elegant. The top of the pockets had only been basted, so I just ripped out the basting and folded down the excess. It was my supervisor who told me to elevate it by revealing the pattern on the wrong side. I had to be very careful top stitching it, but in the end, this choice really upgraded the pants. It's why she's the boss. From there on out, it was pretty smooth sailing. This was my first time drafting a curved waistband, but I'd say it was pretty dang easy. I bet you're wondering why I installed this zipper off camera. Well, anyway, welcome to the try-on zone. These are fitting pretty good. I will note that when this is a jumpsuit, you want a little extra room in the crotch so you can vertically raise your arms and stretch and whatnot. And so, sillily, I did not make the petite adjustment when transferring this over to pants. I kind of wish I had, because there's, let me just grab my crotch real quick. There's a little extra room going on here. That said, it's still super comfy, and it just makes for like a uber super duper high-waisted pant. All we really have left now is tucking in the back half of the waistband and sewing her up, either via top stitch, which will keep everything in place, or hand stitch, which will also keep everything in place, but dealer's choice. Top stitch will be faster and finicky, but more secure. Hand stitch will be slower and also finicky, but in a different way. We continue on, and these are turning out so comfy anyway, even with the kind of low crotch. Makes me look very long, very... It's good for kicking, and we like that. All right, let's finish this up, because I'm ready to emerge from my winter form and kick the door into spring and say, okay, let's actually do things now. You ready? With that, there was only one thing left to do. Put on my refreshed clothes and spring into spring. Not bad for a bunch of little side quests. I'll admit I'm not in love with the ringer tee or the elastic waistband brown pants, but I think those are both execution issues. I think if I was to do the ringer again, I would not rush first off, and then sandwich the bias tape double fold style on the outside so that you get a smoother, cleaner, more even finish. With the pants, I gave it the old college try. There's nothing wrong with them, they're just not as flattering as I want, which makes sense. They're skinny jeans that are too big. They're not gonna fit like fitted jeans just because the waist fits. I won't give up on them yet, but if they don't spark joy within about a month, they're going in the donation bin. The big wins here are definitely the black pants I made and the painted tee. I think they're both elevating those basics and really fun. I'm interested to see if it softens up over a few washes in the washing machine, because I do kind of think I didn't put in enough medium when I was painting it, but I still really like how it looked. I think it looks good. One thing's for sure, having a slower experimentation period has really got me itching to be at the machine more regularly again, especially as the world starts its spring thaw. I don't know about you, but spring and summer clothes are my favorite to sew. If you'd like some more casual updates on my crafting journey and bonus content, I'm excited to announce that you can now buy me a coffee. And by that, I mean I have a coffee account. I've already got a few things shaken over there, so go ahead and check out the link in the description. Your support helps keep this truck a-rolling, and genuinely, I really appreciate it. I hope you're coming out of your winter cage and doing just fine. Oh, baby, you come up? Do you want to come ask for your union dues? I'll see you on the flip-flop.